Section 2 of Bill and Doreen's Courtship. Selections from The Songs of a Sentimental Bloke by Clarence James Dennis. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Son of the Exiles. Section 2. The Intro.
Her name's Doreen. Well, spare me bloomin' days. You could ha' knocked me down with half a brick. Yes, me that kids meself, I know their ways, an' 'as a name for smoogin' in our click. I just lines up an' tips the saucy wink. But strike! The way she piled on dog, you'd think a bloke was givin' back chat to the Queen. Her name's Doreen. I seen her in the market first of all, inspectin' brums at Steeny Isaac's stall. I backs me barrow in the same old way, an' says, "What ho, it's been a bonzer day. How is it for a walk?" Oh, holy wars! The sorter look she gimme just because I tried to chat her like you'd make a start with any tart. An' I can take me oath I was polite, an' never said no word that wasn't right, an' never tried to maul her or to do a thing you might call crook. To tell you true, I didn't seem to 'ave the nerve. With her I felt as if I couldn't go that far an' start to sling off Shyach like I used. Not introduced. Next time I sighted her in Little Bourke, when she was in a job, I found her lurk. Was pastin' labels in a pickle joint, a game that, anyhow, that ain't the point. Once more I tried to chat her in the street, but blimey, did she turn me down a treat. The way she tossed her head and swished her skirt, oh, it was dirt. A squarer Tom, I swear, I'd never seen in all me natural than this 'ere Doreen. It weren't no guyver neither, for I knew that any other bloke 'ad Buckleys too. Tried for to pick her up, yes, she was square. She just sailed by and left me standin' there. Like any mug, thinks I'm out o' luck, an' done a duck. Well, I dunno, it's that way with a bloke. If she'd 'a breasted up to me an' spoke, I'd thought her just a common bit o' fluff, an' then forgot about her like enough. It's just like this, the tarts that's 'ard to get makes you all hot to chase 'em, an' to let the cove called Cupid get an 'ammerlock an' lose your block. I know a bloke who knows a bloke who toils in that same pickle foundry. He boils the cabbage stalks or somethin'. Anyway, I gives me pal the office for to say he 'as a sister in the trade who's been out of a job an' wants to meet Doreen. Then we can get an intro if we've luck, he says right buck. O' course we worked the oracle, you bet. But, 'struth, I ain't recovered from it yet. 'Twas on a Saturday in Collins Street, an' quite by accident, of course, we meet. Me pal, he trots her up an' does the toff. He always was a bloke for showin' off. "This 'ere's Doreen," he says. "This 'ere's the kid." I dips me lid. "This 'ere's Doreen," he says. I says g'day. An' blimey, I 'ad nothin' more to say. I couldn't speak a word or meet her eye. Clean done me block. I never been so shy. Not since I was a tiny little cub an' run the rabbit to the corner pub. What time the summer days was dry an' 'ot for me old pot. Me, that 'as barracked tarts an' talked an' laughed an' chucked off at 'em like a phonograph. Gosh, 'struth, I seem to lose me power o' speech. But 'er, oh, strike me pink, she is a peach. The sweetest in the barrer, spare me days. I can't describe that Cliner's winnin' ways. The way she talks, her lips, her eyes, her 'air. Oh, gimme air. I dunno 'ow I done it in the end. I recollect I asked to be her friend, an' tried to play at 'andies in the park. A thing she wouldn't sight. Ah, it's a nark. I gotter swear when I think what a mug I must 'a' seemed to 'er, but still I 'ug that promise that she give me for the beach. The bonzer peach! Now, as the poet says, the days drag by On leaden feet. I wish they'd do a guy. I dunno 'ow I 'ad the nerve to speak An' make that meet wiv 'er for Sundee week. But strike! It's funny wot a bloke'll do When 'e's all out. She's gone when I come to. I'm yappin' to me cobber of me mash. I've done me dash. 'Er name's Doreen, an' me that thort I knew The ways of tarts an' all that smoogin' game. An' so I ought, for ain't I known a few? Yet some'ow, I dunno, it ain't the same. I can't tell wot it is, but all I know, I've dropped me bundle, an' I'm glad it's so. For when I come to think of wot I been, 'er name's Doreen.
End of section 2. Recording by Son of the Exiles.